Greetings, my little love bugs. How are you? Hi guys, I'm Shelley and welcome to the first Monday mission of the year. And I think it's been a year since I've done a Monday mission. So for the uninitiated, for those of you who are new, a Monday mission was thought up by the lovely Daisy over at 1000 Lives Daisy, which I will leave links to her down below. And it's basically a catch up on what do I plan to read this week? What did I read last week? Hi, how are ya? How you doing kind of video. I've been trying to catch up on doing wrap-ups all week, and every time I sit in front of the camera, blah, 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 it all comes out rubbish, so I thought I'd just turn it on and do a little hi, how you doing. It's currently Sunday, so technically this is a Sunday mission, but it takes me a day to edit and upload. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody. It is February the 14th. I love you all. You are all beautiful, wonderful people. Happy Valentine's Day for yesterday, technically today. I'm wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey. Okay, let's get on with the book, shall we? So last week I read George by Alex Gino. Is it Gino or Gino? I'm not sure. This is the story of a young boy named George who doesn't want to be a boy. He is transgender and he wants to be a girl, and it's got a lot of hype, and I was really nervous about reading it, thinking, is this all going to be about the message? Is this just going to be a book that's just going to be all message all the way through and no story? And oh, wow, was I wrong? My God, I loved this book. George's school are doing Charlotte's Web as a play, and George wants to play Charlotte. So goes up for the part. It is a story about her and her friend and how they get her the part of Charlotte, or try and get her the part of Charlotte, while she discovers that she wants to become a girl. What I found really good about this book were the pronouns. Now I'm probably screwing them up and getting them wrong completely, but all the way through the book George is referred to as she. She thinks of herself in her own head as she. Only people who are on the outside, like her mum and things like that, call her he. And oh, you're such a good boy and you're going to turn into such a good man. It's simplified really well, and so anybody could read it and understand. I did find it a bit confusing why George still referred to herself as George if she wanted to be a girl, but that was kind of revealed at the end as to why they held back on the name that George wanted to call herself as a girl. I kind of understand why they held back on that. I think it's really, really good as a message book, but also the story doesn't get lost behind the message, so thumbs up for George. Now I am currently listening to, and I'm completely addicted to listening to The Martian by Andy Weir. I fell for the hype. I really wasn't going to go for this book, but I had a credit on Audible, and I keep hearing about how good the audiobook is, how it's acted and stuff like that. So I fell for it. I don't understand the science, I don't understand the maths, and there are a lot of it. This is the story of, I've forgotten his name. How can I forget his name? I'm currently listening to it. I turned it off like 2 minutes ago to make this video. Whitney. Something Whitney. Mark Whitney. See, this is why I'm not making videos. It's the story of Mark Whitney. He is an astronaut. He was on a mission to Mars with a bunch of his mates, or a bunch of his crewmates. There was an accident. He got left behind and he's stuck on Mars. And Houston, or not Houston, but NASA have worked out that he's still alive, and they're trying to work out how to get him home, and it's all about his story while he's there. Also NASA's story and his teammates on the spaceship that's on its way back to Earth. So you have kind of three different points of view. As I said, I'm getting very, very lost in the science and the maths, but it's so compelling. I think if I physically read this, there was no chance I was going to get through it. But you can kind of zone out of the science a little bit, because Mark's character is just so brilliant. He's so enthusiastic. He's so fun. He's a little sarcastic little freak, I'm telling you. He swears a lot. I love that about him. He basically tells NASA to go fuck themselves quite a lot. If the science is true, this is friggin' amazing. Apparently there's a recipe for water. I know nothing about science. I didn't go to school. I don't know. But it's fascinating. So yeah, that's getting 5 stars from me probably. I will carry on listening to it this week. And then one little book that came today, because my friend is amazing and decided to give me my late Christmas present on Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to me. I've been given the Young Girl's Handbook of Good Manners for use in educational establishments. We're not going to do names. I'll leave a link to it down below. You can go look it up. It's so funny. I'll give you a little, if you are of a delicate nature, you may not want to find out what is inside this book. Do not pee into the radiator, use the toilet. Do not hang your dildo at the foot of the bed, such instruments go under the bolster. Do not spit on passers-by from the balcony, especially if you have cum in your mouth. I can only apologise if I've offended some people by reading that out loud. This book is just... I don't know how to describe this book. Please comment down below if you would like me to just read more of this out, because I think this may be the best book I've ever read. This is Sex Necessary, so this is going to keep me entertained all week along with the rest of The Martian, which probably won't take me long to finish. So that's my week planned in bed, just reading pure and utter filth. One thing I do want to tell you about that is not book related though, with this little thing that my friend left in the porch for me today. Oh my god, best friends are wonderful. Love doesn't have to be in romantic form, let me tell you. My best friend is wonderful because I have lost a lot of weight and I cannot fit into adult clothing, and so to buy children's clothing for me is a bit... I don't like it. I do not feel confident in anything I wear lately. Most of the time, yes, I live in a hoodie, but sometimes I want to wear a dress. And so, can I just show you? She made me a dress. She took my measurements and she made me an adult dress. I mean, not adult as in, you know, naughty. I just mean a dress that will fit my frame, that will fit my torso, but it's not going to be too short. It's long enough. It's made of 100% cotton because I have intolerances to a lot of different materials, and it's just, it's beautiful. It's so gorgeous. It's covered in stars and it's shorter at the front than it is at the back and the skirt. For those who understand why that is amazing, it is amazing. It also has pockets. Yes, it has pockets. You put pockets into it. It had these beautiful buttons and I am in love with it. I'm going to put it on in a little while and I will take photos. Thank you to my best friend Lucy. You are a fabulous, wonderful woman who has made me the most beautiful thing in the world, and happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys are good. I'd love to know what you're reading, or if you've read The Martian, or what you think of this, if you'd like me to read out more. I'm probably going to get censored by YouTube for reading that out. But yeah, comment down below, have a little natter, and just... oh, I'm going to go put this on in a little while. I hope you guys are good. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.